And we're live. So yeah, I
No, we're
just did
not
the
live. This is recorded.
shut whatever.
Pre-record.
Uh yeah, recording in progress. Pre-recorded with a live studio audience. Uh so I just did the third oil change on the Talon in a
Now that
week. Actually, so the filters and whatnot, which we didn't run it very long. Aaron knows that. Uh the filters and whatnot came out clean. But the oil was still cloudy, but not all the oil was cloudy. It was just a little cloudy and then it cleared up.
hmm.
So I think we got it all cleaned out. I went ahead and did my actual oil change, my full oil change with the oil that I like to run instead of that flush oil that I put in there. What? What are you shaking your head about,
Who?
Nothing.
Aaron?
I shake my head if I want to.
So put new filters in it. So I'm I'm calling it good. I still got to do portals. I do need to do the portal uh oil
Did
change, but
did those get water in it too?
I don't know. I haven't opened them up yet.
Oh.
I'm sure.
You really putting the Honda boat to a test, huh?
Now that was a straight up Honda fucking sub.
Yeah, there was no floating.
There was no boat to it.
That's not true. Alex did float a little bit. Turds do float.
It was
Yeah,
it
they
was a Honda dredge.
He was giving it hell though. I will give him that.
Yeah, no more Captain fucking go around. How about that?
Even the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while.
This is
you
like the
know,
third time in a row. What the fuck are you
No,
talking
this is
about?
not the third time in a row.
you know a clock's right twice a day, right?
Hey,
A broken clock is right
Broken
twice a
clock.
day.
That's
hey,
it.
all I'm saying is I don't remember seeing a KRX following me.
I followed you through everything except for that big tire hole.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, because you pulled me out of the other one that I got high centered on. You didn't follow me through that one.
I
Or no,
pulled you
Dylan
out.
pulled me out while Karina filmed.
Oh yeah, I did drive around that one because I knew that one was deep.
See? Oh, I followed you through every hole but that one. You didn't go through the medium tire bounty hole either.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Right.
The same time you got stuck in the big tire hole
Oh,
because I drove
convenient.
back around to
Con-
come get your ass.
convenient. I was busy when he did it. No
Uh,
witnesses, right? Can't dispute.
I ain't seen no pictures of that.
Ah, Dylan will back me up on it.
Dylan will back you up on anything.
That's besides the point.
Don't make me call him.
Call him. I don't give a shit.
He said there was a lot of water coming out that exhaust.
I was able to wash my hands.
There was still water coming out of the exhaust when we flushed the oil.
Good Lord.
All right. It happens. Just turn it off. Just turn it off.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking motor fired right back up after you fucking pulled the plugs out of it.
Yep.
Transmission said otherwise, though.
That's all right, though.
The transmission get water in it too? Oh, the wet clutches.
Yeah. Well, I was going to, the transmission
Well,
shares oil with the motor.
it's not even wet clutches. It's a DCT.
Oh, so it
It's
got
all
wet.
one, it's all one case.
Gotcha.
So
So, yeah, that, I started it up. I was like, all right, it's running. Let me go back to the trailer. I threw that bitch into gear and I hit the gas and nothing.
What the hell?
Straight RPM, no movement. And I said, fuck. I was like, well, there's water in there somewhere.
Better than I am because I've been freaking the fuck out.
That's what everybody said. Everybody's like, oh, I've been freaking out. It
oh,
is
I'd
what
have
it
lost
is.
my shit.
It is
Yep.
what it is. Look, my $300 that I've spent in oil and filters over the past week is a hell of a lot cheaper than $6,000 for a motor.
Fuck.
Oh no, I'm not disputing that one bit.
So, well, that's the reason you notice I didn't like sit there and rod on it or try to get it started. I was like, let's just pull the plugs, get the water out of it, and see if it fires up after that. I'm not going to sit there and try to turn it over. As soon as it died and it wouldn't start right back up immediately, I was like, just pull me out. I'm stuck. And then Aaron trying to break my winch.
Why?
No, because somebody put it in free spool and told me to pull forward.
No, that is not what was said. What was said was,
that's what
hey,
happened.
Aaron, get out and unhook and then pull forward. All he heard was pull forward. So Dylan threw it into free spool. That way Aaron could pull a little bit and unhook from him so he could pull up. Aaron just pulled forward, just fucking yeeted the line right out of my fucking winch.
I didn't yeet the line. It's not like I was rodding on it.
All right, so do you remember American Choppers?
Yes.
Okay. There was an episode where they were moving a truck, like an expedition. That was like the funniest episode ever. I almost peed my pants. They were like, all right, just pull up easy. And they just gunned on it and ripped that truck to shreds. That's what I'm picturing in my mind right now.
Oh, see, that's not what went through my head.
That's not what happened.
That's what I'm hearing.
It's pretty much what happened, just slightly slower.
Not even slightly slower. Like it fell out of the drum. That's how slow it was.
Yeah. Anyway, look, you ever seen Dukes of Hazzard, the one with Johnny Knoxville?
Yes.
Yeah. I said, no, Bo, no, not go, Bo, go.
Yeah. There you go. So that's what he heard was go.
That's exactly what I heard. I heard pull forward, so that's what I did.
Well, and I wasn't standing right there. I was getting into the cab. So when I seen the line go slack and Aaron pull forward and the buggy didn't move, I instantly thought he just snapped my fucking line. And I'm like, you just broke my fucking winch line. And Dylan's like, nah, I just pulled. And I'm like, oh, all right, never mind. You're good.
Anyhow.
So it was fun. It was good times. Yeah, dude, I was going through fucking, I was giving it hell.
My shit is still broke up on the lift.
Well, that's not, your shit's not on the lift.
Yeah, because its turns next. I gotta get hers off before I can get mine on. And I don't want to spoon these tires, but it looks like I'm about to.
Why don't you just take them in?
Because I got to go get them all broke down.
Okay.
And then bring them back and wash them all out. And then go get them put back on.
Spoon. All right, putting those tires on by hand is not that bad.
It's done it.
That's too much. You don't know. You know I don't do that much work.
When we come up next weekend, we'll fucking help.
Yeah, because yeah, they're sitting there. I need that little that bead blower thing. You know that tank where you blow the beads back on.
No, you don't.
What?
To reseat them because one of them.
No, you don't. You just need some starting fluid and a lighter.
Fuck that! I caught them on fire. No,
yeah, it's because you didn't do it right.
Yeah, whatever. No, I'm good.
I got you handled. I got you. I got you, boo. I got you.
Okay. Yeah, I caught them bitches on fire. I'm good. No more. No moss. I'm done.
Yeah, Justin does not allow me to do that at the shop.
No, but he's got one of those.
He's got a bead blaster.
He's got a bead blaster. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would use one of those.
So the bead blaster is fine as long as you're not doing like ultra wide tires on ultra wide wheels.
As long as you're not doing rubber bands.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's even doing wide wheels with a narrow tire. It sucks for those two.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
you just said, wide tires on wide wheels. Wide tires on wide wheels should see.
The problem with the wide tires on wide wheels is that because there's so much weight on the sidewall, it's hard to get the air to lift it up to grab the beads. So Justin's been doing the bicycle tire trick, the bicycle inner tube.
Yeah.
So you get like a 20-inch, like an 18 or a 20-inch bicycle inner tube.
And it goes around the bead, and as it airs up and pops out, it pushes it out.
And it holds enough air to push the tire up, and when the tire goes to set the bead, it pushes the inner tube off.
Motherfucker, why don't we have one of those in our off-road kit?
Because it doesn't do any good if the wheel and tire is sitting on the ground.
Well, you jack it up, or well, we winched it over, and that's how we broke a ball joint.
Yeah, see? It'll
That's a
probably
good.
be a long time before you winch a buggy over on its side.
Yeah.
Not me.
Or hopefully flip one on its side again. I don't want to do that no more.
Right?
I
Yeah,
really.
see? Oh, so hey, you know what? I'm just gonna put this out there, but all three of us have had major breaks now.
Aaron's transmission, your motor, and my flippies.
No.
No,
Transmission
no,
wasn't
front
broke.
diff.
Oh yeah.
I exploded a front diff and
Aaron,
I ripped the front end out.
yeah. Aaron
Twice
blew up.
on two separate buggies.
Damn.
3 times on two separate buggies.
Did you get your
Aaron blew the diff up. You rolled your shit, and yeah, I sunk mine.
I don't recommend the rolling part or the
I don't
sinking.
recommend the sinking part.
Did you get your
Yeah.
transmission back in, Aaron?
The
Yeah. Yeah.
for
We went and rode last weekend.
forbidden chocolate milk. Chocolate milk's good, but not in a motor.
No.
Okay, so yes,
Uh,
transmissions back in. So me and Adam had it done in a day.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
So I forgot about that. So yeah, go ahead. Tell us all
uh,
about your transmission.
so we had it back in a day. The only thing I had left to do was put the plastics back in the bed and the belt box back together. So I did the Craftworks overdrive kit, which
Okay.
is it's it's 2 gears is what it essentially is. Which, of course it requires splitting the case, blah 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 blah. Highly recommend it.
Really?
So yeah, so I can drive all of Mud Buddies in low gear now.
What does it do to high gear?
Oh, it makes it nice for cruising. So 15, 20 mile an hour, 4,000 RPMs. You can have a conversation in my buggy now.
Okay, so but do you still get to go fast, or does it get away with
No, yeah, you get to go fast.
He's
I
got
got
taller.
so
He's got taller gears now.
I got a taller final drive. So I went from 2.1 final drive to a 1.7 final drive.
really?
Yeah, so I
It,
higher top end.
did you figure up the? Did you figure up the math on it?
Fuck
How
no,
much?
I didn't figure up the fucking math on it. So according to Craftworks, it's a 13.9% overdrive.
So
So
essentially, you're back down
that's
on. So essentially, you're back to 30, almost
no,
30%.
no. Actually, I think it's more than that. I think it's closer to like 25% because so it's
Because
because you're
your portals are a 45% gear reduction
right, but
off your stock.
it's not straight math though. That's the problem is not straight math. As far as like butt feel, I'm thinking it's closer to like 25% total gear reduction is what I got now, which is fine with me because the 40s that are on the machine, the 40s that are on the machine are like 39. They're not even 40 inches. They're like 39-inch tires. The KRX with the 45% gear reduction, I was geared for like 50-inch tires.
Well, that was your plan originally when you got them.
You're right. That was the original plan. The original plan was to go to 50s or 52s. And that got kibosh. So, but now like the between doing the gear set, reshimming everything to get gear mesh correct because the KRX transmission is all gears. There's no chain in it. And there's a bunch of straight cut gears and helical gears.
The correct
The
backlash and all that.
Yeah, so one of the gears that was getting replaced, the snap ring actually slid and caused the gear. But a matter of fact, both the gears on that one shaft walked halfway up, so it was only half mesh, and that's what was causing all my transmission whine.
I was gonna say, is that what was causing
Yes,
that whine?
yeah. Now that I have new helical gears in there, it's it's noisy. It's not as noisy as it was before, but it has essentially gotten quieter because the gears still have to break in.
Right. But no
So
whine.
no,
You're not getting that
no,
gear on gear. Mm.
no. it sounded like I didn't have any oil in the transmission, which the transmission was full.
Right.
So, but the cool thing about it though is I found out, because this is the first time I've been in a KRX transmission. I found out that the KRX transmission, it's not just slinging oil around in there, like kind of like the portals and the Polaris transmissions and stuff. It's actually got an impeller and a couple of passages to actually pump oil throughout the transmission.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got an impeller. It almost looks like a water pump impeller on one of the shafts. And there's a couple of when you crack the case open, there's a couple of plates in there for basically makes oil passages. So it's not, by no means it's not high pressure or anything like that, but it does
It's not
aid
an
with
oil pump.
Yeah, but it does aid with getting oil up to the top of the transmission to let it run back down, so on and so forth. So it actually does a pretty damn good job in the, like, seeing like a Can-Am transmission and a Polaris Razor transmission. Holy shit, everything is beefy in a KRX transmission.
More than those?
Yeah, everything's like double the size of a Polaris transmission as far as gears go. As far as like girth of the gears and the shafts, it's almost double the size.
He said girth and shaft.
Yeah, we're fucking 12 again.
Yes, we are.
So,
So
boobies.
but like somebody that's running like a 35 to like 42-inch tire on a KRX that went with a 45% gear reduction, or even somebody that went with a 30% gear reduction, I would recommend doing the Craftwork overdrive gears.
really?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, it was
Brucey.
Transmission it wasn't a pain in the ass. Like once we figured out, what took us the longest was figuring out they send you a fucking shim that's for the 23 and newer, but they don't send you no instructions. There's no instructions on Craftworks website. That was my only complaint about this whole situation. Craftworks sends no information whatsoever. None. There's none available online, so on and so forth. So you're kind of left to figure it out on your own. We knew what shaft and gears we were replacing. So that was no problem. It was trying to figure out where that damn shim comes in. It's not even a shim, it's a spacer. So in 23, Kawasaki changed one of the shafts, and they got rid of the C-clip on one of the shafts, and basically made the shoulders on the gears to taller to space themselves. So when you order the gears from Craftworks, they're cut for 21 through 22 or 20 through 22. So you have to have that shim to use it in a 23 or newer transmission. But like I said, they don't tell you that. So me and Adam scratching our heads for 3 fucking hours trying to figure out where the shim fucking goes, or if it's even needed, and then changing the gears out, re-shimming everything to get everything to mesh properly, and get everything to line up. Oh, and you get new springs for the shift fork. So shift engagement is a hell of a lot stiffer now too.
So is that much of that noticeable of a change out riding around?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm ready for that yet.
You know what I'm ready for? A cooler rack and a cage and exhaust.
We'll bring your buggy.
And fresh oil in his motor.
No, I already did that.
I can help you with the cooler rack. You just gotta bring your buggy.
I might just drag it up there.
I mean, you already
All right, so maybe y'all can help me out with this.
No.
Nope.
Definitely not.
Oh, squeaky. So I'm looking at custom exhaust.
Why?
Building my own exhaust. Here's the problem that I'm running into. Everything I've found is everybody's used Borla, and I don't like the way it sounds. Everybody's like, it's too loud. The guys who put it on, they're like, it sounds great, but when you go to get on it, it's loud.
Is
Now,
that out there?
do what?
That the only one out there?
No, that's what
No.
people are using for custom exhaust. So they're making a Borla car exhaust work,
Oh, okay. I got you. I
right?
got
So I've been eyeballing some other companies. I just if I'm gonna spend $300 on a MagnaFlow or a hooker or something like that, I might as well just go ahead and spend a little bit more and just buy an actual Honda exhaust, right?
Okay, so
Hold on. I did find some cheaper mufflers. Like I can get a Cherry Bomb with the single inlet, dual out, like I want to build my dual tips, like I want for $70. But not knowing how it's gonna sound, do I spend that money and then, oh shit, I don't like it. It fucking sucks. And I've hacked up my stock exhaust to make it work.
you. So I bought a motorcycle just because of the way the exhaust sounded. Because Harley's, there's what, a million different exhausts and a million different tones. So you're gonna waste money on your exhaust. You might as well get used to that.
Well, what I'm getting at though is, do I hack up my stock exhaust and then end up not liking the exhaust, and then I either have to A, go buy an exhaust, or B, buy a stock exhaust, a factory exhaust, to put back on it. So you're talking I'm spending $700, $800, $900 total, or do I just buy a Honda slip-on from Gibson, Evo, Trinity, HMF, and it's already, those you can find sound clips. You know what they sound like.
Can't you buy just a new flange? Buy just the flange that
Yeah, but
bolt,
the
make
yeah,
your
but
own.
so the problem with that is where the O2 sensor is. I'd have to put a bung in for the O2 sensor.
bungs are cheap though.
Ones
I
are
have
cheap.
to I have to do the bends correctly to get it to sit, get the muffler to sit where we want it to sit. I was looking at doing it as cheap as possible.
I think that C word is your problem.
And that's kind of what I'm getting at is I can build one for about $350,
Not counting time.
not counting time, and not know what it's going to sound like until it's on.
Yep.
And I may build it, it look great, crank the machine up, and oh my god, that's horrible. It's too loud. It's
Well,
not the right tone I'm looking
so
for.
if as far as tone goes,
Because I really
you're not going to be able to do much with tone just for the simple fact the Hondas all sound the fucking same at idle.
so so
Every one of them. The
eh,
Pioneers and the Talons all sound the same at idle. It doesn't matter what exhaust it is. They all sound the
so
same. They
so
sound different when you get on them. And like that Gibson exhaust, that dual Gibson exhaust you like,
yeah,
that looks cool and shit. To me, it sounds like shit, but it's a open chambered muffler.
yes.
And if you're
See,
worried
and I
about
like the way
loud,
it sounds.
yeah, if you're worried about loudness and shit, stay away from open chamber mufflers. You're going to be better off going with like a turbo style muffler.
So what I'm looking at, what let me rephrase that. What I want is I want dual tips, and I want a lower, because the
You
Talon's high
want it to be
pitched.
throatier.
I want it to be throatier.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying at is going to dual tips and a turbo style muffler. So basically the exhaust makes an S shape in the muffler.
Right.
Or it hits one baffle, hits another baffle, and then comes out. That style of muffler, a chambered muffler, you're gonna get a throatier sound. But I
Okay. The
but
cheapest one of those that I found in the dual exhaust, like I'm looking for. And when I say dual exhaust, I'm talking one inlet and then an outlet on each
Yeah.
side. All the ones I found are in between $250 to $400.
It's because you want an outlet on each side.
Yes.
And that's gonna be the kicker there.
So that's what I'm saying is
if you want something like that, you might as well just buy a kit.
I so Agency Power has their Valvetronic dual exhaust, and it's $700.
I say buy the kit. I say buy one built for the machine. It's going to save you time, headache, cussing, busted knuckles, yelling.
That's what I'm saying. Is like buy the kit.
Yep, I agree with that one. It's going to save you so much.
Because
it's not worth all the hassle and the headache.
No.
You know it works. It's a bolt-on kit.
Yep.
That's going to be the big kicker, and you know what it's going to look like before you install it.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's been my biggest hang up on the kits is most of the kits, even if they're dual exhaust kits, they're out to the side. They're out to one side. And I really like the way, like the Gibson is dual tip, one on either side.
Yeah, the Gibson kit, I think it looks great.
The Valvetronic looks good.
I think
it's a dual tip
sounds
either
like
side.
shit wide open thow. Let me rephrase that. It doesn't sound like shit. It sounds good wide open. I think it's obnoxious.
Here's my I like the way the Valvetronic looks. Here's my hang up with the Valvetronic, the Agency Power Valvetronic. The reason they call it a Valvetronic is it is a dual exhaust looking. It is single exhaust out the one side, but it's got a cutout on the other side, an electronic cutout.
Nah, see, that's stupid and too much to me. For a side-by-side, that doesn't make no sense.
That's what I'm saying. It essentially, for me, it would just be for the looks.
But doesn't Gibson, didn't we have this conversation before, the Gibson, like there's two different styles for the Talon?
No.
Like there is for the players, there's a turbo style and a naturally aspirated style.
The Gibson exhaust for the Talons is NA because there is not a factory turbo Talon.
Right. Don't they give you options for as far as like loudness or like cores or what have you to put in them?
Not for the Talon.
Or silencers. I guess that's what I'm looking for. Silencers.
Not for the Talon. The Talon is one.
Okay.
For the Polarises and whatnot, because you could buy the turbo and the NA, they're different. Now Trinity and Evo and HMF, you can get them, quiet core, you can get them sport, you can get them race. But once again, those ones are all out to one side.
Right.
The HMF, they have a true dual which comes right out the center side by side. So the HMF has a dual, the Valvetronic, the Gibson, and then Vance and Hines. I really, 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 really want the Vance and Hines. I'm not paying $1,300 for a slip-on exhaust.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna get
you buy me the Vance and Hines, and I will.
I will buy the what is it? The Heinz 57 in Heinz. That's what I'll buy you. So back to the Harleys. I would go with the Vance and Hines.
Well, so that's what was on my Harley was Vance and Hines. I think the Vance and Hines, like, not only are you getting, they stand behind their product.
So look it up real quick. It's the Vance and Hines Mojave.
I can't believe they make that for a Honda.
Oh, dude, it looks so good too.
Yeah, but that's just it. They make fucking exhaust for just about everything now.
Find it and send it to me. Dude, I would find a way.
Hold on, I'll pull it up right now and share it.
No, don't. No, it fucks up my shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, I would go with the fucking Vance and Hines. I know it's more expensive.
Did you find it?
No.
Oh, it's the Vance and Hines Mojave Eliminator.
But
it looks so fucking good.
I don't have voice to text on my computer.
I know you want dual exhaust, but like the GGB.
Nope. I don't like the way it looks.
I know it's because it dumps off to one side like the stock exhaust does.
Well, not
Is
just that. I just don't like the way it looks.
there any videos of the Vance and Hines?
Yeah, they have a video. Vance and Hines does. They have their own video.
Oh, dude, that'd be fun. They make one for the KRX.
I don't know.
Because I always thought about that assassin one for the KRX.
Oh yeah, the aftermarket assassins.
Yeah.
I don't like the carbon fiber.
Well, I just liked it because it had a silence. It had an option: silencer or no silencer.
Yeah.
So check this out. Parts Giant has the Vance and Hines for $1,000.
There you go. Problem solved. Send me a picture. Sometimes you got to spend the money.
Yeah, and that's really what it boils down to.
I mean, if you're talking about exhaust and you're going to sit there and him haul around it, your percentage of liking it with the Vance and Hines is going to be higher than all the other ones. Because it's always about that sound.
Right.
Well, to me, it sounds like he's more after looks anyway versus the sounds. I see. I don't like the Vance and Hines. That's like the X3. Oh, look at my butthole.
I like it. I think it's cool looking. And what are those spark arresters?
Yeah. So
I
I
think
like. I just. I'm not a huge fan of that whole dumping out to the one side.
I
Now
like
on the KRX, it doesn't look bad because your muffler's on that side. You know what I mean? But
Right.
mine, the muffler comes from the driver's side.
It's just like the razors.
Yeah, curves around the back of the motor and then dumps out on the passenger side.
I really like that Vance and Hines one.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
I think it does too.
And I got to hear one of those in person,
All right,
and it sounded fucking phenomenal.
okay, well, I think you just answered your own question.
Yeah, not for the price.
Okay, but all right. So let's say you buy a kit, you don't like it, you wasted that money. Then you're gonna buy a kit to try to build one. You wasted that money. Now you have Vance and Hines. Because you could probably spend, you buy whichever one, $300, $400, $500 for a kit, whatever. Or did you say it was one for $700?
That's the Valvetronic at $712.
Okay, so most likely you're gonna put that one on and be like, yeah, it's okay, but it's not what I want. But sometimes you just got to spend that money. And I know it's easier said than done.
Hey, so I'm just gonna throw this out here.
Uh-oh.
So if you're looking at just building one, so there's one that there's mufflers that have the outlets on opposite sides of the mufflers, like dual outlets, like what you like.
The
For
Gibson.
like similar to the Gibson. Now, granted, you would have to make it fit the Honda because it's not for the Honda, but it's
Right.
$170 and it's black.
From where?
eBay.
Who makes it?
It's
eBay.
a fucking cheap dual outlet exhaust muffler.
So
It's
here's the
fucking
here's the problem. Okay, it's
I
170 bucks.
I don't know what it sounds like.
And you got to pay that tariff on it because it's from China. Just kidding.
Ah, no, this is actually in New Jersey. So,
Oh.
but what I'm getting at though
It's
is like
jazzy.
what I'm getting at though is like you can do one on the super cheap. You just don't know what it's gonna fucking sound like.
And that's my hang up on doing it.
Okay,
Plain and simple,
that's
that's my hang up on doing it.
okay. So if that's the case, and if you want a fucking chrome one, then
I don't want chrome. I'd rather actually have black.
yeah, this is black. It's $179, $169. Sorry.
Well, that's just it. So check this out, right? So that's kind of what I was getting at was
But you're going to have to modify the shit out of it to make it fucking work.
Yep.
Cherry Bomb.
Flowmaster.
At AutoZone, 7149. Single in, dual out.
Okay, but is it
Cool.
dual out on one side or is it split?
It's split.
Okay.
It's $71.49 at AutoZone.
Okay.
It's not black, but it's the color really doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't.
And like you're gonna find a flaw with building unless you're building like full on custom and you're willing to fucking take that chance and not like it. Like to me, like for us, our group, like it makes more sense just to fucking buy one that's pre-built. You know what it sounds like, you know what it's gonna look like on the machine. It's a bolt-on fucking accessory.
Because if I had the choice, I for the KRX. Now, if it was the Arctic Cats, it'd be a different story. I'd make some shit up.
Well, see, go ahead.
I would buy a kit that I know, heard, seen, all that shit. I would buy a pre-made kit and put it on, bolt-on
Well,
kit.
see, the other reason that I'm still leaning towards a pre-made kit is, especially with all these name brand companies, Trinity, HMF, all that. Their slip-ons, like when you look at it and you go and you review the specs and stuff like that, it'll flat out say, "Hey, this exhaust requires a tune. This exhaust does not require a tune." Well, like so Trinity has their stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5. Their stage 5 is a full-on race exhaust. So they say, yeah, it requires a tune because it requires proper fueling.
Okay, but the fueling's happening before the muffler.
It has to do with back pressure and everything.
Again, that happens after the combustion. So here's my deal with that. You don't have to have fueling. Or let me rephrase that. You don't have to have tuning on an NA motor to change your exhaust.
Well,
I'll argue with you. I'll argue with you. I'll argue with anybody about it until I'm blue in the fucking face.
Hey, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a fucking engineer. I'm just letting you know that's what they say. So if I buy a kit,
you're not all right. Let me
hold on.
No, let me finish what I was saying. If you put an exhaust on without doing a tune, you are not going to hurt the motor. Now, you might get some decel pops, stuff like that, and that's what the tune gets rid of, but you're not going to hurt anything.
Oh, I hope the comments roast your ass.
I fucking let the comments come on. I'll argue with anybody until I'm blue in the face over it. I went through this shit with my fucking Harley.
That's the same thing with mine. Mine was true dual Vance and Hines. They were like 4-inch fucking pipes.
Mm-hmm.
I had no back pressure. Everybody's like, "You need back pressure," and I'm like, "Nah, I'm good."
Nope. That's already been proven a myth. You make more horsepower without fucking exhaust than you do with open headers than you do with exhaust.
Well, okay, you might make what?
Yeah, but if you're running open headers, don't you burn valves?
No. If you're running no headers, you burn valves.
Yeah. Because the pipe and the bend in the pipe will create some kind of back pressure. And there's always going to be a bend in the pipe.
Right.
And what I'm getting at, regardless, is the built exhausts, pre-made exhausts, have been tested versus, hey, I'm just going to throw this together and hope for the best.
Exactly. That's why I need
but that the other deal too is those companies say, oh, well, this exhaust adds, you put this exhaust on, it adds 5 or 10 horsepower, right? Whatever number they throw out there. That's because they tuned for that exhaust.
So anyway, okay.
What
so
I'm getting at
y'all's opinion on the matter is just buy exhaust. Don't build it.
Yes, just buy exhaust and be done with it. Just buy a kit.
I asked a question, wanted an answer.
It took fucking 3 years. You this answer 15 minutes ago.
We did. You wanted
That's what I'm saying.
You wanted to argue the point.
Called content.
Hey, I need money for a tire changing machine. Anybody want to help me out?
Right.
Tire
Gibson, my Talon needs exhaust.
Mine's a money maker, not a money taker.
No.
Because I can get the Gibson exhaust for $882.99.
Yeah, just buy the Gibson exhaust.
Buy the Vance and Hines. Don't be a punk. Don't be a bitch.
Bruce, just write that check.
I do. I'm trying to write a check for a tire changing machine. But there's something about a wedding I got to take care of.
Right? There's something about a wedding, right?
Something about it. I got to figure that out first. I still got to ask her to marry me. I still ain't done that yet.
Already planning the wedding and everything, but I ain't even asked
yeah.
yet.
We already paid for the photographer. I got the ring. Finally got the ring done. She ain't seen it. Photographer and got some invitations out. People already bought plane tickets, but I still haven't asked her yet.
Nice.
So something's going to happen on 10-4. Not sure what. Might be a murder.
Hey, we already know who the prime suspect is if you come up missing.
Lisa Miller.
Surprised she's not in there slapping you right now.
No, she's in there working, so I can talk shit.
I'm going to buy you the shirt that says my wife beats me.
Yeah, no. So, but yeah. I need a tire changing machine. Fuck them spoons.
I need an exhaust and a cage.
Which one's more important?
Actually, after getting water in my motor, the exhaust.
But did the water get in from the exhaust?
Yeah.
Yes.
And a new exhaust is going to change that?
Yeah. So, yeah. See?
Damn.
Yes.
Well,
all right. So the Honda stock exhaust, because it has so much back pressure, you can literally put your hand over the exhaust.
A hot exhaust.
And kill the motor before you burn your hand.
Because it sucks so much?
Yeah.
Well, there's just no pressure.
The muffler is so restrictive. It's stupid, and it's restrictive because it's a quiet machine.
Well, so inside the stock Honda muffler is the honeycomb for the Cadillac converter. It's got all the packing in it to be quiet. The resonator and everything it's all in that tube.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the KRX is that way too, but it's just very, very restrictive.
Oh, what the hell happened to Justin's Facebook?
It got hacked.
Oh, it got hacked
a while ago.
Bro, I was like, when did he get into
land clearing and shit?
Yeah, I'm like, he said, because the crypto mining thing almost looks like it could be a silverback.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, maybe. All right, whatever. And then I'm like, well, maybe. And then he started sending some other stuff. And I'm like, well, that's kind of weird, but okay.
Nah, I reported it and blocked it.
Oh, I guess I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah, no, he got hacked.
So what's the point of that?
To sucker all his Facebook friends into fucking getting into that crypto mining and shit and fucking rob them.
All right, fair enough. Okay, that makes sense then. That makes sense. Yeah, that kind of weirded me out. What's crazy is I got some weird messages from some friends of mine. And I was like, man, there's something weird going on.
Better hope you didn't get hacked.
Probably so. You ain't seen no weird shit from me yet, have you?
Nope.
No. Yeah, who knows? But yeah, it kind of weird. I was like, oh, that's a little weird. So,
all right, well, I'm going to keep looking at exhausts.
Just get the Vance and Hines.
I'm broke.
Just do it. Just write that check.
I'm broke.
Write that check.
I'm broke.
Affirm.
I'm broke.
Affirm.
I'm broke.
Affirm says you're not.
I'm broke. You're right. Affirm doesn't. It says I'm not, but fucking, I'm broke.
Affirm says, here's your check. Go ahead and send it.
Right. They only say that because I'm about to pay off a couple things with Affirm. They're like, no, we'll just get you on another one. Where'd you go?
Making a drink.
Oh. So yeah, anyway, what's so what's the plan for next weekend?
Not building a cooler rack.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we'll probably be up there Friday,
All right.
most likely.
I
The
was
boss reiterated that we are not working Friday, and I was like, all right,
wait, which boss?
my boss.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I thought maybe the female version boss.
no, 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 no. No, she's ready to get rid of them kids.
Forget them kids. Oh yeah, she's out of school, so she got him full time, huh?
Yep.
Oh
And
yeah,
she's about over it.
she ready to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Are they driving her crazy?
Yep.
Just send them to Aaron's house.
That's what I keep saying.
Nope.
Oh, Carly keeps wanting to go to Papa's, and I'm like, he's at work. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
So who watches her now?
nobody. She's in school.
Okay.
She's going to kindergarten.
Oh, full day?
Now she's been on full day.
Okay.
She's
How's your
been in
dad?
head. She's been in Head Start.
How's your dad doing not having her? Is he missing her?
He's fucking working cows. He's happy. So,
Yeah, I'm sure
um, Gilmer.
it's on my radar.
Hey, Ron.
What about it?
Bruce and I talked about it. It's on our radar.
Okay.
Is it on your
OPE, side by side versus Jeep. What
When
Jeep?
is that again?
They quit.
Oh,
It's not in August. Shit, I dropped my phone. I can't even look it up.
same
Is
thing.
Is it like it's Labor Day weekend?
Yee. Ooh, will that reach? That might reach my phone.
I don't know. I don't think we're gonna see how things go. Right now, I'm so far behind. I got to get all that taken care of first,
Eh.
and then go from there.
I dropped my phone.
So I got to get caught up at work.
You be all right. Just write that check.
Yes. So what'd you do last week, Bruce?
I went to
Yeah.
Mexico.
Oh yeah, how was the trip?
It was fucking epic.
Well, do tell.
So, have you ever seen Below Deck?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Aaron has.
I have because my wife watches that.
Oh, we watched the shit out of that show. So we got to have some below deck experience, like excursions, and we had like wait staff and cooks and with beach excursions and all kinds of shit. It was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And then we rode the jankiest, crappiest four wheelers you have ever seen. I was riding with two front flat tires. The wheels had like two lugs or two lugs on it. They were all wallered out. Oh, dude, they were janky as hell, but it was still cool. It was fun. Went to Manzanillo, Pacific side.
September 4th through the 7th.
That's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah. At Barnwell Mountain.
So that being said, would you do it again, Bruce?
Fuck yes. So if you get enough, you rent a house and it's so much a night. If you get enough people, it makes it affordable. Not like you paying no fuck, what's the name of the show I just said? Not blow deck prices,
Yeah.
but it makes it affordable if you get enough people.
Right.
Dude, I ate so much food that because it was so good. So they had a lobster tail they brought us. The lobster tail alone was fucking this long. Never seen one that long. And food was amazing. House was amazing. And you just rent it. And it comes with all the staff and the cook, the driver, and all that stuff.
So that pays for all your food and stuff too?
Yep. So the when you rent it for a night, and that's X dollars. I forgot what it was. Lisa was working on that. It's X dollars that pays for your room, for the house, for the maids, the cooks, and the driver. And then at the end, you can give them. You can either choose to give them a tip or not give them a tip. It's a tip. And then you got to pay for your excursions, except for like the beach was free. The four wheelers we had to pay for.
Right.
And then we went on a taco tour, like where you go to all these local taco places and you get
Mhm.
one taco and drinks or whatever. You got to pay for them, but that shit was amazing. You got to do with like local people and shit like that. It was well worth the money
Right.
because it wasn't like, oh my God, we're going to go broke spending that money. It was just a great vacation.
Hmm.
If you did it by yourself, good luck. But yeah, it was, I would do it again in a heartbeat. And I'm a cruise person. I want to go on a cruise so bad. But if I had my choice, I'd probably go back to the house.
See that I want to go on a cruise, but I've heard so many horror stories, and I'm like, eh.
Karina just watched the deal on Netflix. The what was it? The poop cruise that happened a few years ago out of Galveston.
Yes, I remember that.
Oh,
But
everybody got sick and they fucking quarantined.
Yeah.
Hey,
no,
didn't
they quit working. The toilets quit working, and they had to like
oh
shit on the balcony. But it's kind of like flying. You always hear the bad, and you can have a million good and one bad, and it ruins it. So, how many cruises do you think they do?
Well, you figure
Bad
you got cruise ships in and out of there fucking, you know,
every
they
day.
well, not only every day, but they're rotating out between 5 and every 7 days. They're rotating passengers out. So,
So, all those people and all those trips, there's a couple bad ones, but hundreds or thousands of good ones.
well, see, that's just it. I don't even want to do like the Carnival cruise.
What do you want to do?
I want to do like an Alaska cruise, or I want to do an adult cruise.
Oh yeah, I want to find a no kid cruise.
Yeah,
I don't-
no kids.
Yes. Yeah. Here's another one is adult resort at Cancun. We ought to think about this one, save some money for that. That was a badass trip.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go somewhere where there ain't no kids, and I don't mean nothing against mine. I love my kids, and I'd love to take them places, but I don't like everybody else's kids half the time,
Yeah.
let alone my own. So, I don't want to go. I guess that's my hang up on when it comes to cruises and just going on vacation. Period is because it's actually happened to Melissa and I. We're like, we're gonna get away for the weekend, and then right next door in a hotel or whatever, or we go to sit out by the pool or something, and then there's 30 kids running around, and it's like I wanted to get away, and now I'm listening to that. Which
So,
at the same time, I get it. You know, people can't always get away, and they got to take their kids, but I would like to go on something to where I ain't got to worry about that.
so most cruises are full of kids. I don't know how many are adult only, but like they're renting the house thing in Mexico, no kids, and it's just all adults. Do whatever you want, and it's so fucking worth it. We're getting brought margaritas and drinks, and oh, dude, you felt like $1 million, and there was no kids.
hey, did I mention there was no kids?
Yeah,
Yeah. Don't forget, there's no kids.
adults only. So that was worth it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I know Karina wants to go on a cruise. I'm kind of in the same boat with Alex. Like I want to do an Alaska cruise.
Yeah,
So
I would like to do an Alaska cruise just because that whole like, oh, let's spend 4 days on the boat and then go to Cancun or go to the beach, blah blah blah. I say what you want, but I'm 45 minutes. I'm less than 45 minutes from the beach.
Fuck. Wait. What beach are you from?
Dude, I'm Port Aransas, fucking Rockport.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw my two.
That's why I said say what you want. It's still the beach. Here's the thing about the beach. I don't like sand.
Oh, well, then you ain't gonna like it then. I love the beach. I'm an ocean fanatic. I love the ocean.
I like the ocean.
I love
Don't
the
like the
beach.
sand.
I like it
Sand.
all.
I'm fat. Sand gets in places that it don't like to be.
Bro, so am I, so I understand.
The Alaskan cruise, I don't know because it's blue water. It's deep blue water. It's cold water. I don't know what it is about cold water. I just like it better.
Yeah. So mine is we were thinking about our honeymoon to be like, we were thinking about going on a cruise, throwing an invite. If you want to go, let's go. Kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean it does, but it's
So
y'all's honeymoon.
yeah, but you know me, I like people.
Yeah,
I like
but Eliza don't.
Lisa don't. But she can
you
stay in the room and I'll
you
go
want
out.
to be yeah, you want to be surrounded by everybody. She's like, get
Yes,
the fuck away.
yes. I want to be surrounded by all of everybody, all of our friends. I freaking love them all. I love all that chaos. So Eliza can stay in the room and then I get to go out and play. They just knock on my door and be like, "Can Bruce come out to play?" And I'll be like, "All right,
Brucey.
yeah." So
Uh,
because the Mexico house would be kind of hard as a honeymoon, but a cruise you can do fairly cheap.
ish. What appeals to me on the cruises is you can do all inclusive.
Yes.
You can literally go, all right, I'm just gonna pay for everything up front, and I'll have to take nothing with me.
Yep. And so like when I went on a cruise, you have to if you get involved, it's that much more fun.
Right.
If you're a fuddy duddy, then it ain't no. If you pull a Bruce and just hide in the back corner, it's not as fun.
Oh, so Aaron's not gonna have fun.
Probably not. You have to. I had to break out of my shell a little bit.
So, like the whole cruise thing, like I said earlier, like Alaska cruise is the one that I want to do.
Uh,
I don't want to go somewhere where it's fucking hot. I live where it's fucking hot already.
but it's
See,
not. It's not as bad as it is here. It's not like. I mean, it's still warm, but it's not like step outside and you're soaked in sweat.
I live in Mexico, fool.
Not really. So it was. I enjoyed it, and I want to do it again. Even after going to where we went to, I still want to do another
I
cruise.
Yeah,
want to
I was
see
gonna say,
like
but y'all
50 to
also
70-degree weather. That's what I want to see.
Okay,
y'all
well, you're
also I was gonna say y'all also went to y'all went to the West Coast, right?
Pacific side, yeah,
Yeah, West Coast.
yeah. So
I
it was
guess all the cruises out of Galveston, they all hug this East Coast. So
Cozumel and
mhm.
I would like to go like the Bahama side, all that stuff. Jamaica.
See, I would love to go like the Virgin Islands, Bahamas, not so much Jamaica, not uh, what's the other ones over there? You got the U.S. Virgin Islands. Uh,
You got St. Bart's.
What's
yeah, like Saint Lucia,
what's the pirate one? The pirate
Nassau.
no, yeah, Nassau Bay.
That's the Bahamas.
Yeah, I want to go there.
Or Jamaica.
I figured that would be kind of cool.
I I don't know. My whole deal is like I don't want to go somewhere where it's not fucking 3,000 fucking degrees.
I still
Like
want to go to
even today,
Australia.
today was half the day was fucking overcast. It was fucking miserable today here.
Well,
It wasn't that bad.
It
when
was
I
that fucking bad.
when we went to Cancun or the cruise, it was nothing like it was here. Fucking nothing. Here is just the armpit of hell. That's all it is.
Nah,
But
you you left Galveston.
if it would just fucking quit raining. But anyways, I don't know. People talk about like the cruises, they're scared of the water.
Nah.
The way you look at the water when you leave, and then you kind of forget it's there. Because it's
Ah,
just a resort on the water that you don't even know you're on the water.
Now, see, I want to go on a cruise that I can go fishing.
No, you got to pick a whole different cruise.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's
see,
just it. Like, so the Alaska cruises, you can do that. You can
yeah,
go salmon fishing
Well,
and
but not
all
all
that good.
boat.
No, not off the cruise ship, but that's part of their packages and shit. For at least for the Alaskan cruises, like you can charter the
Sorry.
salmon, but yeah, do a charter and do salmon fishing and stuff like that. So,
like I
uh,
said, to me, there's just something appealing about going on an Alaska cruise and you're hitting the interstate and you're cruising next to glaciers, you're cruising next to like it. I mean, it is ice cold fucking water, and it is blue, crystal clear blue water, and you're seeing whales and you're seeing seals and you're seeing uh 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 bears, like some of the Alaskan cruises that are on the interstate, like you see bears on right next to the water.
But see, the cold is what gets me.
that's why you go during
Se-
the summer and it's 70 degrees.
70s is almost too cold.
So you got to wear a sweatshirt. We go riding when it's fucking 40 degrees outside.
I fucking bitch about it too. I jump in
Well,
with the lead sometimes.
I fucking bitch about it too.
I have a
That's
windshield and a heater.
I
yeah,
fucking
windshield and a fucking Mr. Buddy heater.
So hold on. We bitch about it being too hot. We bitch about it being too cold.
Yeah,
I'm a fucking
exactly.
whiner, all right? I want 70
Buddy.
degrees year round.
So in other words, we're just a bunch of bitches that like to bitch.
Yes.
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 There you go. All admitted it.
Yes. Yes. I'm a fucking whiner.
So am I, bro. I don't give a shit. So, but yeah, I don't know. We're trying to figure out a trip or something would be kind of cool to bring everybody along.
I want to go to Australia,
I would go there.
New Zealand.
Yes, I want to go to the Eagle's Nest in the Alps. Or I think it's the Alps. And
Oh,
So ain't that in
see,
Austria?
Austria.
I'd be down on that.
Yes,
see,
I
see,
would.
I would love to take a trip to France, to Normandy,
Yeah. Oh, hell yes. Yes, that's where I would like to go. I want to go see the Eagle's Nest, the Normandy.
Ireland,
Yeah.
Scotland.
What's the Blarney Stone where you got to bend backwards and kiss it?
I think so.
No clue
Yeah.
what the fuck you're talking about.
There's a stone you got to kiss in Scotland.
I'm not fucking kissing a stone.
Listen
You've
here.
licked worse.
Yes, you have. You told me.
Probably.
We all have. We all like,
9 volt.
I did that yesterday.
yeah. Oh yeah. There's I only got 2 stamps in my passport. I want some more.
I don't even have a passport.
Me neither.
Well, if you want to go there, you're gonna have to get one.
Well, back in the day, you could leave the country and not have to have a passport.
I don't know. Everybody was freaking out when we were going to Mexico. Like, you ain't gonna be able to come back. I was like, we'll be fine.
Look,
What?
I'll probably never get a passport.
Really?
I've been to Mexico. I've been to Canada. I'm good.
You know, I thought you wanted to go to the.
I want to, but let's face it, I probably never will.
I don't know if I can handle that 13-hour plane ride.
You just
Yeah, you
sleep.
just get drunk and sleep the whole time.
I'll just take some Dramamine like I did on we went to OP.
OPE. Yeah. Bruce, you gonna help drive? Nope.
Y'all, because y'all stuck me in the back.
I didn't stick you in the back. I said you could have rode up front.
No, I stuck his ass in the back because I would have got sick.
It did.
Dramamine or not, I was gonna get sick sitting in the back.
Oh, you heard about my conundrum for OPE January, didn't you?
No.
I might not be going.
Why?
It's my granddaughter's first birthday the same weekend as OPE.
Oh.
So you're gonna have to go and pick up my slack, Aaron.
Well, last time
Look,
I went, I drank enough for everybody. So
Aaron ain't answering because he doesn't even know if he's going.
You
I don't
gotta get
even know what I'm doing fucking next week. All right. So I have a hard time keeping track of fucking shit.
you're working the late shift. That's what you're doing.
Fuck. Thanks for reminding me.
No problem. Just looking out for you.
I would have fucking took my ass into work Monday morning at 8 a.m. And they'd have been like, why the fuck are you here? You don't come in until 10.
Oh God.
See, fuck that.
10 to what though?
10 to 6:45.
What the hell?
I hate that fucking late shift, but it's the only way I
It's
could get fucking weekends off.
oh shit. Yeah,
So
okay.
my choice was either that or stay
Or
on
work
normal
Saturdays.
8 through 4:45 and have split days off and have to fucking work Saturday.
Yeah.
And you can kiss my ass. So
Yeah.
If it was that choice, I'd probably take the late shift also.
Yep. So do I. I like my weekends.
Well, the cool thing,
well,
there is one good
that
thing about
and
not
that
going in until 10 is if there's something that you need done during the week,
oh yeah,
most places are open at 8.
absolutely. It does make it a little bit nicer. It sucks because I have obligations on Saturdays. So, it is what it is. I could probably move some stuff around, but it's besides the point.
Yeah.
Right.
My schedule has been Monday through Friday for fuck 10 years now. And now all of a sudden, like, oh, well, you want to work, a normal fucking schedule, you might have to work a fucking Saturday. Fuck
Oh,
you.
yeah, that'd kill me.
So that was my choice, was either work a Saturday or work a late shift. So I was like, well, fuck, I guess I'm working a late shift. So it is what it is, and I'll make it work. It sucks for me because I'm up at fucking 6:30, and then I'm fucking twiddling my thumbs like, all right, well, I'm ready to go to work. And it fucks my normal schedule up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could stay up until fucking 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and then, get my normal hours of sleep and get up later. But then I feel like I've thrown half the morning away.
Right.
Yeah, I got a schedule coming up where I'm not gonna be able to start till 2 o'clock in the afternoon and work till I get done.
As I see, and that so I worked when I was younger, I worked nights for the longest time. Like I worked nights for probably like fucking 7 or 8 years straight. And then I went to work in swing shift, and I worked swing shift for a few years.
What is
And
swing?
then I've been basically Monday through Friday for the last fucking 20 years.
Yeah, so have I. I hate night shift.
Um,
Nah,
I,
I can't say anything because I used to work night shift and I loved it.
I
Why?
didn't when I was younger, I didn't mind night shift. Now I probably fucking hate it.
I fucking hate it. I'm just weird. I like well, I guess you could call it a 9 to 5 or whatever.
Yeah, and that that's I want my 40 hours, regardless whether I get it in 4 days or in 5 days. My 40 hours, and I want my weekends off. I don't think that's too much to ask for me being fucking 44 years old.
Right.
I've done my fair share of night shifts and swing shifts. I've done the 80 and 90 hour work weeks. I don't want to do that anymore.
How many years you been at AT&T?
Over 10 years.
So where are you at in the seniority level? Like in the middle?
No, I'm second from the top.
What the hell? And you're getting
I
stuck with that?
Yeah, it's because I, without getting into too much of it, there's people in positions that don't know their ass from a hole in the ground, and we're trying to get that remedied.
Oh yeah.
So, um, they figured what works in the metropolitan areas should work in these smaller towns, and that's not the case. We don't have the head count that the metropolitan areas have.
I got you. Okay.
So we have 8 technicians where I work, and trying to cover 7 days a week and make sure everybody's everybody's got 2 days off. But hell, we still got guys that have fucking split days off. Where the metropolitan areas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, they have 100 technicians. If I was to go to one of those areas, I'd probably be Monday through Friday,
Yeah.
and not even have to worry about shifts moving around or anything like that. But because I work in a smaller market, it is what it is. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful to have the job that I have, and hopefully another door opens up and I get to stay with the company, and we'll go from there.
So I got to quit bitching about getting too much work because I could have no work.
You're right.
I'm trying to change my attitude a little bit from I could be doing because about a month ago it was got like slow and I'm feeling it now. So I could be having no work. So
Mm-hmm.
I need to quit being mad about it and be
Well,
like,
and that's what we've been slow at the shop the last couple of weeks. And that's what we've been worrying about too. It's like, all right, well, we only got a couple of machines in this week, or hey, we're supposed to have a couple of machines for next week, but nothing's fucking showed up yet.
I mean, it's that feast or famine.
You're right. It is feast or famine, and it's it's one of those deals to where it's like, yeah, it sucks because we're fucking busy and it's long nights or what have you. Now, granted, I'm only doing it part time, but in the same breath, if there's no machines coming in, if there's no customers, that means the bills don't get paid.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm not
So,
coming in, then that means I'm not making any money.
right. So,
So I have to,
luckily with my normal job, I don't have to worry about that. So I get my 40 hours, but I guess the only thing I really got to bitch about is schedules.
yeah, that's it. So I'm trying to change my bitchiness a little bit.
And don't change too much.
I know. Bitching is who I am. It's my identity. I mean,
This is
talking
true.
shit, that's kind of who I am. I'm really good at talking shit ish.
Yeah, yeah, ish. But
So yeah, we'll make it work. We'll figure it out. As long as we get to go riding. This has probably been the longest. When was STX?
A month ago.
May.
It's been the longest. I used to go every month, at least once
Mm-hmm.
or twice. And
Well, and
now,
that's kind of why we decided this past weekend was like, all right, we're going to do a day ride. It is what it is. And for this last Saturday, like, just it being Dylan and Katie, myself and Karina, Alex and Melissa and the kids, like, I had fun.
It was fun.
that's
It
good.
was it was super chill, super laid back, minus Alex's debacle at the end of the day.
Wasn't a debacle. That was quality entertainment.
For everybody involved.
I
I
wasn't I wasn't mad.
I didn't say you were.
I
You
missed.
took it a hell of a lot better than I thought you were going to take it.
Yep. That's what I asked. I think Dylan told me. I was like, did he freak out? And he's like, nah, he was good. I'm like, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I miss those rides. I'm
All
fucking
I'm
miss
saying, all I'm saying is Honda da 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 da.
with chocolate milk.
It- It's so yummy.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you have that one then.
I need to go back through it and make sure everything's fucking sealed up.
Yep.
But that's the big point that's why I'm kind of pushing right now to get the exhaust is I want to fix that issue because literally the only reason it died was I was in the hole, the ass end started burying, digging pretty hard, uh, because the tires were slicking up, and I let it drop down. I let the idle drop all the way down so I could shift it into reverse. because I had already been through that hole once that day.
I thought I saw you.
So he went through it the normal way, and he worked for it. And I'll give credit where credit is due. I honestly didn't think he was going to fucking make it the first time.
The
But
little Honda that
it was
could.
the going fucking backwards
Going
through
back
the
to
hole. Yeah, he went backwards through the hole, and that's what
So
screwed him.
so I started at the end, not at the start.
Gotcha.
And I made it. I almost made it all the way through. Almost.
So where all right, so did the water only get in through the exhaust or to get through?
Just through the exhaust.
It just when it died, it sucked all the water into it.
So that's what I'm saying is all right. So I was going through the hole and it started and I was almost out. Like what I was lacking 15 feet?
No, I was
20,
longer
20
than
feet.
that.
I mean to start climbing out.
Oh yeah,
I was
probably
lacking
like
like
20.
15, 20 feet to start climbing out. And the ass end started bogging down and getting down. And I could hear when the exhaust went under the water, it gets quieter. And I was like, all right. So I let off the fucking throttle to throw it in fucking reverse so I could back up and get another run at it. And when I let the idle go down, it fucking died because, well, the Honda's died a few times underwater
Yeah.
because the water pressure just blocks the tailpipe off at idle and it kills it. But normally I can start it right back up before the water gets into it. I can fire it right back up and keep rocking and rolling. This time when it died, I went to go fire it up and it said, wah, wah, wah. And I said, nope, all done.
You see, it didn't even look like you were that deep.
He
Just
wasn't.
it was the angle that the ass in, being that it was buried the way it was, the angle that it was setting at. I think it just let the air escape out of the exhaust and let the water come in.
Well, and I don't know if you know, with that hot exhaust, that motor being hot when it shut off, it works like a fucking straw. It turns into a big vacuum and it just sucks it up. So if the valves are open, it's going into the cylinder.
Yeah, and that's what it was. Water got into the cylinder and stopped me from cranking it. And I was like, all right, that's it. Pull me out. So, takes a little bit longer to get me out of the water. And we got out of the water. The water was dumping out of the muffler. As soon as it started to slow down, I was like, all right, let me try to crank it over. I went to go crank it over. It didn't do nothing. I was like, all right, pull the plugs. So we pulled the plugs, cleared the cylinders. You know, fucking, it fired right up, ran just fine, no issues. We checked the oil beforehand, and the oil looked all right. Didn't look milky or nothing. So I was like, all right, we're good. And I went to go throw that bitch into gear to take it back to the trailer, and fucking she wouldn't go nowhere. So Dylan had to pull me to the trailer and pull me onto the trailer.
That sucks.
And of course, Dylan doing what we all do. That's twice the Polaris has pulled you out. And I'm like, that's all right. That's all right,
Polaris.
fucker. That's all right.
Hey, did you get a thing from Sheldon today?
Yeah. For
Yeah.
that little ride.
That
Yeah,
pastor
what?
party thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. I didn't know if it was real or not. I didn't know what it was.
No, it's
Yeah.
rare. They do it once or twice a year. I think this is like the third or fourth one they've done.
I don't know. I've never been to any of them.
Yeah, I haven't been to any of them either, but it's this Saturday and we all have plans. So
Oh yeah, I'm out. I gotta work.
yeah, because I'll be at the shop Saturday, and then Karina's doing the rummage sale and shit. So
The rummage sale. She
Oh,
going
that's
to?
right. I forgot about that.
yeah,
Or
so
is she putting one on, or is she going to one?
no, she's taking a bunch of shit to one. So she rented two spots.
Oh shit!
She paid for two spots to set up and sell all my junk.
I forgot about that. Melissa's taking a bunch of shit. Good. More shit out of my garage. Fuck.
Okay,
Like my living room and shit. Like when you come in the front door where I got my computer and stuff set up,
yeah.
you can't see the carpet.
Man,
So
I'm looking.
she's got boxes of all kinds of stuff. So
Well,
I'm looking at some of our old pictures from our old rides. We look a little bit happier back then. You know what I mean? Because there was no bullshit.
I'm telling you, dude, we've gotten too big.
I think we've
Well, I think
A lot of our old rides, it was limited.
well, so all right, so I don't like a lot of the recent ones, like over the last couple of years, have been events.
Yeah, that too. I think that's most of it, actually.
so there were some pictures of Dirty Money's the year before last, the Christmas thing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I know it was an event, but that's
Yeah, but it
we
wasn't Mud Nats. It wasn't.
yes. It was local, it was us, and we had a blast. And there was a couple rednecks, and then there was one where we all were at River Run. I know, do we say it every fucking episode? We got to go back. We got to go back to the way it was.
I'm trying.
Oh my! Well, I'm
We did
working.
last weekend.
I didn't.
Oh, that's because you were in Mexico.
Margaritas
Remember, I called you and you jinxed me, bitch.
because I didn't answer you. So there's
I,
man.
hey, we were trying to plan something for the 4th, but that's not going to work out for everybody. So,
I'm out on that one.
No, and I
no,
got you. I understand, and
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
I'm totally fine with that anyway because I'm missing a brake pad.
Oh
A break.
yeah, I need new brakes. I forgot about that. Fuck.
Yeah, so I did new brake pads for STX. So sometime between STX and me doing the transmission, and I'm assuming it happened during STX. I don't know if a brake pad broke. It had to have broke because the fucking calipers is fucking tight.
That's an
But I'm
awesome headshot there, Bruce.
Okay,
completely missing a fucking brake pad out of the front one of the front calipers.
I'm gonna send y'all a picture right quick. This was a good trip.
Hey,
Y'all gonna have to start coming to pick up the trailers. Somebody's gonna have to haul buggies, and somebody's gonna have to haul the trailer.
What? I thought you were doing the deal with the trailer.
Dude, I haven't finished it yet, and I've been so busy, I haven't had time to take it to her.
that was a
Ah,
river run.
that
Yeah,
wasn't River Road. That was
Mud for a cure, wasn't it?
yeah, it was. Um
It was a good ass
yeah.
ride.
You know, I had to do fucking brake pads on that fucking ride too.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
I had Brian searching the fucking sand for the fucking bolt I dropped.
yep. That was a good ass ride.
Matter of fact, I think that was the first trip that I met Eliza.
Was
That
it?
was a good ass ride. That was a blast. That was fun.
It might have been the first time because Alex met her at Rednecks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best place to meet somebody, rednecks.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I met Eliza like in person, and
Yeah.
then uh
Sometimes I don't want to get rid of that
that
trailer.
was the first time I met Preston and Brittany too.
Yeah. All right, Alex. You're gonna have to start hauling the camper.
Why do I gotta haul it?
Somebody's got to haul. Well, some Aaron can't haul it.
I mean,
Maybe
you're
you can come.
right.
You can come pick up the truck and the camper. So, all right, I got it. You haul the KRX up. You hook up the camper to the red truck. Load the KRX in there, and then we can take off. Problem solved.
Right?
Damn.
Which
Jared.
one is that one?
Which one?
The video you sent, Alex. Is that me
Which one?
skimming?
I think so.
All right, let's see what it is.
I sent a couple, Bruce.
Oh, that's from the weekend.
This past weekend.
Yeah, that's from Saturday. Yeah.
So
Oh, I gotta put an inner belt box on too.
Oh, what?
The inner belt box on the KRX too.
Why?
The three very bottom bolts, the nuts stripped out of the fucking belt box.
Oh shit.
So I got to do that. I got to do that too. Them fucking inner belt boxes are stupid expensive.
What? Have you
Yeah,
checked
they're
out
like $260.
I don't have that problem.
have you checked on eBay?
I have not looked on eBay.
There's a couple people that part out KRXs.
Well, I
I was gonna say,
know
did you look at Power Sports Nation?
I have not looked at Power Sports Nation. Um, but so fucking Kawasaki, like the shoulder on those belt box bolts are just a hair too fucking long. So they bottom out on the nut
Ah,
in the belt box and they jam. So when you go to spin them out, it spins the nut in the plastic in the inner belt box.
yeah.
And once it starts to spin, you can't, because it's captured in the plastic, you can't, there's nothing to grab onto to bust them loose. So you basically got to try to fucking spin them out and melt the belt box to get the bolts out. So the outer cover is fine, but the inner belt box needs to be changed. Brew Performance sells a different bolt kit for them, but can you fix it with a set of washers? Because I put anti-seize on them, all them motherfuckers, and they still fucking. It is because they bottom out and they jam on the shoulder bottoms out and it just fucking gulls.
So far, I've had good luck on that, and my axles haven't been stuck, so that's been good luck.
No, we didn't have we had one axle stick a little bit, and that's because the C clip was broke.
Oh,
We got the other one out, and then I was able to pop it out with a drift. But we changed the C clip out or the circlip out, and no problem. Lubed everything, anti-seize and a little bit of axle grease. Put them back together. Changed an axle seal while we had the transmission out. Was that an axle seal leaking again?
I did one of those. I probably should do the other one. I got the seal. Just kind of said fuck
So
it.
did you get the updated seal or are you running the fucking factory seal?
Factory because I got it from Babbitt's.
Okay, so it's got the outer lip on it too.
Yep.
So there's an updated seal that Brute Performance sells where the seal is flush and it doesn't, because the outer lip's not there, it doesn't do that fucking debris buildup and wipe the seal out.
Gotcha.
So I do need to do the other axle. And then I need to change an inner axle boot.
Yeah, I got good at those things now, but that's still a pain in the ass.
So did you replace the axle boots or did you use the same ones? Because yours were still good, right?
Yeah. I had to replace two earlier, but Turner did it. And then when I took them all apart, I just used the same boots.
Okay, so are you able to get axle boots from Turner?
I probably can.
Because the Kawasaki axle boots, they're they're too rigid. They're it's they're super stiff. So when we dropped the suspension to pull the portals off and stuff, the axle drooped all the way and it tore like just a small slit in between the ribs. So and it caused it to leak a little bit of axle grease, but it's not torn, it's just a small tear.
I wish we could buy parts for those axles. Cage, bearings, whatever.
Me too, like
Because
because fucking $850 for fucking axle is ridiculous.
yeah, and they're
And
not
I would
big.
like to have the same rear axle on the ass end versus having a left-handed thread axle and a right-handed thread axle. Like
Yeah,
that's fucking stupid.
that's dumb. I don't know what that's about.
It's Kawasaki thinking that one side's gonna fucking spin off while you're driving.
Fucking retarded.
I've never lost an axle nut to it spinning off from centrifugal force.
Never.
Like so
Kawasaki's proud of them axles.
yeah. I think they're like $839 a pop. because the fronts are two different axles and the rears are the same axle, just one's left-hand thread.
That's stupid.
The one with the green band is left-hand thread.
Is that what it is?
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
What the hell? Is that the only difference?
That's the only difference. So the same length, same spline, the whole 9 yards. That's the only difference is that outer cup has left-hand thread on it.
What the hell? So what's the point of it?
It's so driving down the road that axle nut doesn't spin off while you're driving down the road from centrifugal force. I know Dodge used to do it on their cars back in the 60s, 50s and 60s. And then I think there was some European cars. I think Volkswagen did it for a while on their lug nuts. Some of them were left-hand thread.
Huh.
Or lug studs. Let me rephrase
So
that.
you oppose the different brands?
For what? Axles? Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Because nobody makes a beefy axle like the factory KRX axles.
Yep.
No.
Why? What'd you find?
Tusk makes one. They call it the Gladiator Extreme Duty. It's $230.
That's the same. It's the same price as the Rhinos.
Yeah.
Just the cups are smaller and the axle shafts are smaller.
I've seen a lot of reports about the
Demon makes them, which I have Demons on the Honda and I like them.
If I was to do like aftermarket axles, I would probably go like an aftermarket company. I'd probably go with Turners or Demons.
So if you break an axle, where are you going?
It depends on how much money's in my pocket. If I got to do it on the cheap side, I'm probably going to look at fucking Rhinos.
All right.
And to be honest with you, I personally have no experience with Turners. I've heard nothing but great things about them. I'm not bad about them. But for the price of Turners, I can buy a factory axle. Like Turners aren't cheap.
No.
I don't know what the costs on the Demons are.
I'm about to tell you here in just a second.
But the Rhino 2.0s, they're $240 a pop.
No shit.
And they come with a warranty. So it's kind of one of those deals to where it's like
the Demon heavy duty axle for the KRX 1000 is $225.
Damn.
And is that the extra plunge like what you have in yours?
Yep.
Okay, so is that the same ones that you put in yours, the extreme duties?
Yep.
I might have to go with Demons then, because Demons got what, a 1-year warranty?
Ask me that. What year is yours?
20. They're all the same though. The axles are all the same for the KRX.
Which one's your odd one? Right or left?
Technically it would be the right rear is the odd one.
Yeah, same price.
But I'd put the same axle in both sides and just get a hold of Super ATV and get the correct axle nut.
Yeah, design and test. The heavy duty axle has an 1.5-inch plunge, 40 degree articulation, outboard. Outboard joint is 1/2 inch with a swing from 45 to 47 degrees.
Yeah, I have no complaints about the KRX axles. Like the factory axles are fucking stout.
Yeah, they are.
I said, I have the Demons, remember, because that's what I went in the front because I kept blowing those Rhinos up.
Right. And it's just because the issue was the Rhinos were like a 1/2 inch too short. They just kept pulling out.
Yeah.
Their pullout game was strong.
That's what she said.
I knew it was coming. That's what she said. S3 has some axles.
No, I won't go with S3.
Why?
So we have a Ranger at the shop that's got an S3 lift with S3. Well, let me rephrase it. S3 lift It had S3 axles. Every time the S3 axles got replaced in the ass end, it would blow an axle. They put rhinos in it and it fixed the issue. It just the S3 axle was just a hair too short. It kept pulling the cup out, or pulling the axle shaft out of the cup.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, so I kept doing the same thing mine was.
Yes,
Um,
and that was a S3 lift with S3 axle. So I won't do S3s. Like I said, I'd probably go with the Demons. Um, if I have the money to spend, I'll probably put Turners in it
I
because
would. Well,
fucking glow in the dark axles would be badass.
oh, here we go.
okay. So only problem with glow in the
Hey,
dark.
dude.
Glow in the dark don't last too long.
Hey,
But it'd still be badass.
But still, I can make you some glow in the dark, but
Aaron.
not gonna last.
What?
Monster makes those your axles for your
Oh,
carrot.
I think we had talked about that company before.
That's the one where the plunge is in the shaft.
Yeah, so that's like the double X, the Arctic Cat double X. The rear axles have that trip. They got a plunge on the axle shaft itself. There was a company I saw about a month ago, a month and a half ago. They posted a video about them working on a dig system for the Polaris. So basically, it would disconnect the rear axle, and the dig was actually on the rear axle. So it disconnected one of the axle, or one or both of the axle shafts. So you have basically the ass end would freewheel, and you would use the front end to pull yourself around. So basically, like a dig system in like a rock crawler or a rock buggy.
Hmm.
So I'm like, I don't know how that would work, especially with how rough we are on fucking shit bouncing through fucking holes and shit. I guess it'd be all right rock crawling because you're really not jarring it as much.
All right,
Um,
all right. Bring your axles. Let's go.
Bring my axles. I got news for you. I'm not bringing my axles. I'd have to bring the whole buggy.
So we got a glow in the dark clear. Let's see.
You got to remember though, my axles are all Raptor line, so we'd have to burn all that shit off too.
We'll throw it in the stripper tank. Let's see, where are the instructions?
why
So
am
we
I
could
not
powder
finding?
we could powder coat them white and put a glow in the dark clear on top of them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a glow in the dark clear.
Well, we could do that in a weekend.
Yeah, as long as you help me tear it apart.
Oh, dude, I have so much practice fucking tearing apart and putting together a fucking KRX. You have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Like, no, so no, this is no bullshit. So I got to the shop or Sunday morning, Father's Day at a quarter after 8. Adam showed up at 9 o'clock. We had the transmission completely out and sitting on the bench by a quarter after 10.
Damn. So I already have the white. We would it all depends on how long it takes them to get them out. The oven's big enough I can throw
I could have all 4 axles out in probably an hour.
and I can tear them all apart. Like we completely tear the cups apart and everything. All bearings, cages, everything, tear everything apart. That's the easy part. And then to clear it, we coat them white, we'd strip them, coat it white, and then coat it clear.
Fuck, don't fucking tempt me.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's $20 a pound.
Dumb.
So I would say a pound would probably take care of all of that.
Karina,
Dumb.
Well, go, bro. You know you would do it.
No.
I would
so
do
what else could we make glow in the dark?
it. Bring me your speaker bar.
Ooh,
It's a good
ooh,
test piece.
yeah. Will that fit in your oven?
Yep. How long? Well, if it's not longer than
It's the same width as your fucking down bars. It's the width in between the down bars on the KRX.
well, is it longer than I forgot how far.
It's only like 3 foot wide.
Oh yeah, I can do like a 5.5 feet.
Well, fuck.
Oh, really?
Oh, Hey, can we do the whole fucking cage? That cage breaks down, remember?
Oh, yes. Yes, I can. If
So
it
we can
breaks,
do it. We can do it all white and then fucking make it glow in the dark.
yes.
Well,
Now that's going to take more than a pound.
wouldn't that defeat the purpose because you have lights?
No, because that no, because it not everything is lit up though. It would still have a glow to it.
You need to pull them steps off that you got and have those done and glow in the dark.
They're fucking raptor lined.
I wonder how if that Raptor line can. I wonder if that nanner pill I got will work on stripping that powder coat
I
off,
want so here's my
Or the-
It's not
question.
powder.
or the Rhino line.
I wonder if that raptor liner will hold up the fucking heat and just shoot that clear over the top of it.
Nope. Nope.
No?
No, because the clear won't stick to the Raptor liner. So it's electrically charged. You got to have metal.
Right?
So it won't stick to the Raptor liner because there's no static electricity in it.
Well, the Raptor liner's rubberized.
Yeah. So it won't stick to the.
Okay. That makes sense.
Anyway,
Damn. Now I'm thinking about
Fuck.
shit.
I might be hauling that motherfucker up there. So because the cage isn't raptor lined and
hey, don't be busting in on me, my fucking shit. We're doing my fucking cooler rack.
Well, I mean,
we
Aaron,
can do that while it's fucking stripping.
yeah, exactly. You do like a couple hours of stripping, of waiting. Yeah, no, we'll be good.
Fuck. They do fucking springs.
Oh, fuck them. God.
Well, no. So, all right. So, hear me out. You could shoot that
Uh.
clear over that fucking red.
Over the no, it's Rhino lined.
No, my springs
Not
are not
as
raptor
springs.
lined.
Oh, so there's a argument online about that. I would like to try it and see.
Fuck.
We'd have to scuff it up a little bit and then try to shoot it. We'd have to find we'd have to go like on the top. We'd have to grind a bare metal spot so I can.
Right. And that would be easy because you have because it sits in that bottom cup and on those sliders.
Yep.
Fuck.
Dude, the glow in the dark looks pretty cool.
Who's that through? Now you got my fucking wheels turning because the glow in the dark's kind of fucking. When I saw those axles from that Turner did, the glow in the dark, like I thought that was cool as fuck.
Look up Columbia Coatings.
Oh, is that who you're using?
I use Columbia and Prismatic. That's two that I like.
Columbia coat.
And then when you go to the search bar and put glow bright clear. I need to find the instruction sheet. And they're pretty quick on shipping.
Glowing. Oh.
Look at that cup. Look at that cup.
I haven't even seen the cup yet. I'm just looking at the colors because they have glowing lava and radiant red.
Oh, I didn't see that. Wait, what the fuck?
So you type it. I typed in the glow bright coating.
Oh, glow bright.
And they have glowing lava and radiant red.
I can't spell.
Oh, it fucking glows red, or it glows under black light.
The clear?
No, the red.
Oh. The fuck do you spell bright? B-R-I-T-E?
Yep. But all right, so my question is that all right, so that clear, that glow bright clear.
Yeah.
Polyester glows in the dark after exposure to light source. It can be applied as a top coat over another color like fluorescent green or neon yellow. So
white is always it'll probably make the white glow because the white is a
bright color.
Yeah, and it's a pretty common base coat.
Right.
So a lot of them are white, aluminum, and chrome are your base coats.
So is it gonna glow is it gonna go green
I can find out.
over the white? You know what I mean?
Don't know. Don't know until we try it. So
Ah,
for Aliza, we got black light clear.
right.
So
So
in the
so
daylight,
did
a very, very faint tint of green. I mean, very faint.
right.
But then when you hit it with black light, it fucking glows. All one color though. You can't tell the difference between colors. It's just one bright glow.
Right.
But that's black light.
So did you find black light rock lights?
Yes, but they're fucking $50 a piece. They're very expensive, but they're good and they're fucking almost indestructible.
Okay, so all right, so I'm looking at the video right now. So on white, when it glows, it's green.
Doesn't Katie look so good?
Oh, and your thing, yeah, she
My
looks fine.
background.
Yeah, so it glows green.
Yes.
I
So it's pretty
see.
much all going to be green because even
Yeah,
that clear
I
eye
don't
green.
see. I don't have any green on my buggy. Like if I had green on my buggy, then or if like my buggy was all white, then I would say yeah. But because it's green, like I don't know about that.
I mean, but it's glow in the dark. Not too many people have it. I mean, just try just do the speaker bar or don't do anything. I mean, if you don't like it, you just restrip it or shoot some spray paint over it. I mean, I don't know. I kind of want something to try it on.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool to see though. That's for damn sure.
The axles would be cool.
Like I said, those glow in the dark Turner axles that I saw on WTF, those are badass.
Mm-hmm.
But I only saw the picture of them actually glowing. I didn't know what color they were in the just in the regular daylight. You know what I mean?
Pretty much always going to be green.
But like that video I just watched, they did a panel and it was a white panel, and then they did the charged it with the light, turned the lights off, and it glowed green. It looked like a neon glow stick, is what it looked like.
I don't even see this. Where'd you see it?
So I just clicked on the video. Like I'm looking at the deal. So it's the down at the bottom. It's the shit. Where the fuck is it?
Okay, I don't know.
Oh, the on the right hand side of the picture, it says glow bright clear, where it says click the image below to see in action.
Oh, here we go.
Hi, Mr. Wonderful
Oh,
here.
God.
You know, I don't waste time, and I definitely don't waste money.
Fucking
You
You
waste
sure?
money.
You waste a lot of time and a lot of money.
fucking ads. All right, let's see what we got here. Is that white?
Yeah, it looks white.
Looks silver.
Yeah, fuck, it might be silver.
I don't know. It's glowing through that paper.
Yeah,
That's fucking tight, dude.
it looks white to me though. But it's cool.
Damn. Speaker bar.
A speaker bar.
Anyway,
Don't be hating.
appreciate.
You know you want some glow in the dark blue shit.
No, I don't. I still don't have rock lights. You know why? Because I don't want them. Or, sorry, not rock lights, fucking portal lights.
I have portal light. My portal lights are fucking cool.
I like your.
And on that note,
They look good.
gay.
I'm fixing I'm gonna
Um,
try to build Dylan a new speaker bar and Elisa a new speaker bar for the Rangers.
gay.
That'd
Anyway,
be fucking awesome.
Well,
on that note,
On that
yep.
note.
On that note,
God dang, it's 8:30. 8:43. I still gotta get loaded up for work.
yeah. Thanks everybody who's here listening. Make sure to check out our socials: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Listen
who
on
should do
Spotify.
glow in the dark?
Yeah. Right. Put that.
Right. Yeah. So if you got anything for us or want to let us know anything, make sure to hit up those comments and roast the fuck out of Aaron on exhausts.
Or Alex.
Or or me. Because I can't make a fucking decision. Other than that, we'll see y'all on the next one. Adios. Sayonara.
Bye.